All right, today I'm going to be talking about ID theft, porn, and profit, my 2 a.m. dumpster dive. Despite my a little bit robust appearance, yes, I am able to heel myself over dumpster edges and find your very secretest secrets. So, you might also remember me from last year. I gave a talk on Wi-Fi as well. Let's talk about who I am. I'm a graduate student in information assurance, computer engineering, graduating in May, woohoo. Vulnerability analyst for web filings, web filings, full-time since February. And in my free time, I make stuff and I break stuff. It's one of my favorite hobbies to try to figure out if there's something I can do to break something. So at 2 a.m., I was taking out my trash, and not the friendly type of trash, like the type of trash where Oscar says hi, but like the dirty, I'm pretty sure I'm going to get a horrible disease type of trash. And we're in Iowa, so not only was it that, it was also, a frozen wasteland. So as I'm hurling my trash over, I find this picture in front of me. I see a computer, a printer. That looks like a pornographic magazine, interesting. And then I even see some books over here on the edge. Curious, as I often am, I decided to go ahead and relieve these items from their dumpstery, horrible hell. So I brought them out, put them on concrete, and then judged what I had found. As you can see, a stack of Playboy's Foundation of Economics, Public Policy Analysis, and a desktop computer. So being who I am and being in the security field, I thought to myself, I wonder what that computer has on it. So I went ahead and ripped out its innards and put them in my high-tech hard drive holder and then connected it to my computer. So with that connected to my computer, I went ahead and accessed that hard drive. But first, let's talk about what a hard drive actually is. So, what a hard drive is. A hard drive actually stores your computer's data. So everything you do is stored on this hard drive. And if I get your hard drive, I'm going to get your data. And if I get your data, you're going to have a very, very bad time because I am playing the bad guy. So I took a look at that hard drive, and here's what I found. Number one, Mr. Corey here had scanned his Iowa driver's license. I have his driver's license, his birth date, some other very interesting personal information about him. That's probably not very good to throw in the dumpster, but wait, there's more. So in addition to doing that, he had also requested a loan. Here I have his social security number, his full address, his full name, his date of birth, pretty much everything you would ever want to be able to steal someone's identity. And I do love stealing identities, but wait, there's more. The best part about this is that he needed to co-sign this loan. So he got his grandmother to assist, once again with her social security number, date of birth, full name, address. I even have information about like other family members who are the individuals attesting that these people are good people. So that's a lot of information, but it gets better, you see, because sometimes when you log into a website, it asks you if you want to save your username and password. This person did. Unfortunately, their history contained the username and password for a sexual fetish website, which would be very good for something like blackmail, because once again, I have his username, password, all that fun stuff. Blackmail's bad. Don't let yourself be a victim of that. You're not going to like it. In addition, grandma's credit score should never suffer because you tossed her information into a dumpster, and she might actually hurt you. I know I would, and my grandma is very feisty. So, what about this stack of Playboys, you might be asking yourself right now? Well, number one, I promptly threw them back in because who wants to keep a used Playboy? Also, thorough wash of hands, latex glove would have been a good idea as well. What about all that other stuff though? Well, you saw I had a stack of books. So I visited our local library, or not library, excuse me, bookstore. The campus bookstore was more than willing to buy back many books, mine included, thankfully. So I thought that was pretty neat as well. And you might think, well, what type of haul do you get for dumpster diving? Well, it turns out in Ames, Iowa, the going rate is $57. In addition, if you buy back textbooks at the bookstore, strangely enough, you get entered into a drawing. I won that Snickers bar. And you know what? The taste of victory was utterly delicious. So, now let's take a look and think about what this actually is a risk of. This is Ned. Ned is my example of somebody who is a bad guy. I like to consider myself a good guy. I get all this information, I make fun presentations mocking you. Ned, on the other hand, might actually steal your identity. So we need to make sure that we keep our information from the Neds of the world. Because once again, only you can actually prevent your information from falling into the wrong hands. You might say to yourself, now how would I make my information not fall into the wrong hands? Does anyone actually know? Raise your hands in the audience. Does anyone know how you do that? Someone says zero out the hard drive. That's exactly right. So if you don't know what to do, if you don't know how to zero out your hard drive, ask somebody who does. It's okay. We don't always have all the answers, but someone who is young in tech probably does. If anyone has any questions, think about it now, because we're going to do a 15-second Q&A. Go. Someone, anyone. We got to do it. Yes. Will a hammer effectively erase your data? Yes, unless your data is being confiscated by the CIA. That is absolutely correct. A hammer will do the trick. You know what else does the trick? A simple secure erase that can be done by your local Best Buy or your local IT department, even here on campus. My name has been Matthew Sullivan. This is a 5-minute talk. I'm available on Twitter or on my email. If you have any questions, feel free to catch me after. I appreciate your attention. Thank you.